Got a question for you, bro.
Tell me, bro.
After you die, what happens?
Nothing.
What about your soul?
What do you mean? That's it? Once you're dead, you're dead.
Say you're right. You die, no worry, the end. But what if you're wrong? What if you die, you wake up in hell with no escape? Wouldn't that be tragic?
Why would I wake up in hell, not in heaven?
I don't know. If God asked you, why should I let you in heaven, what would you say?
Well, first I'd have to believe in him, so I'd be shocked that I'm speaking to him. That'd be first port of call. Secondly, I'd say to him, what's it like in both? Maybe our perception of what heaven and hell is wrong too.
You know, the Bible, it tells you how to go to heaven. You ever heard that before?
I have.
What do you remember? How you get there?
What? Well, if I don't do bad, right?
Is it what you do for God that gets you to heaven, or is it what He did for you?
It's what you did for him, surely.
You know, the Bible, it tells you how to go to heaven. It's not about what we do for Him. Have you heard that before?
I have not.
I can show you what the Bible says, and you can decide if you want to believe it. What do you say?
If you can keep it brief to less than a minute, I'll hear it out.
Here's the reality. The reality is nobody's perfect. We all sin. That sin separates us from God like light and dark. The two can't be together. God and sin can't be together. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Let me ask you this. If you're honest in your life, have you ever told a lie before?
Yeah.
I have, many times. You ever stole anything?
Once when I was very, very young.
I have, many times. You ever hated anyone?
Yeah.
I have, many times. You ever disobey your parents before?
Yeah.
I have, many times. You ever use God's name as a bad word like OMG?
Sure.
Me too. Those are just examples of the sins that we do all the time that separate us from God. They break our relation with God. That's the problem.
And if I don't have a relationship with God, then surely I've done the biggest sin of all sins.
Right.
If I don't believe in a God.
If you don't want to be with God in this life, why would you want to be with Him in the next life? That's the logic that follows.
But my logic is I don't believe there is another life.
Yeah, and I'm asking you the possibility of what if what you believe is wrong? That's the eternal gamble.
If I live my life better than most in terms of how much I've sinned, so the things you've spoken about are low-level sins, I would say. Say, as a human being, I'm predominantly a good human. I don't do bad things. I don't steal from people. I don't scam people. I don't hurt people. I don't do like horrible things. Then surely, at that moment, isn't it his judgment to tell me, although you didn't believe, you've done many good things that people have done worse, but they believed.
That's where it comes in. It's not what we do for God that gets us to heaven. You can look around at people at you in prison or something like that. Look, they murdered, they did evil. You can say, look, I'm not as bad as them. Surely I belong in heaven. But the standard isn't between us and them. It's between light and dark. It's like this. Let me give you an example. Let's say your soul, when you start out, it's like a clean slate. I don't know if you believe in that or not. Do you believe the clean slate?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Let's say you start out as a clean slate. It's like a cup of water. It's a pure cup of water with nothing in it. Every time you do something bad or evil, it's like dropping a little bit of dirt into that water. And over the lifetime, that water fills up and it's muddy. It has a lot of mud in it. But let's say you do some good things. It's like dipping your hand and pulling the mud out, or it's like taking some pure water and pouring it into the muddy water. No matter how hard you try, the water's going to be muddy.
It's going to be dirty.
That's right.
Sure. So based on your analogy, if I don't believe in God, is that saying that there's already a ton of mud in it? So I'd have to do extra good to remove the mud.
I'm saying you can try your whole life to pull out the mud, but the reality is you're going to be adding more mud into it too as you go on, because you're not perfect and neither am I. So you can't purify that water.
Like, in your analogy, is something like murder a considerable amount of mud?
Yeah, of course. Different sins have greater...
Less than like a white lie. Like a white lie would be a lower level sin.
Compared to murder, yeah. The consequences are different.
Okay. So how do you measure me not believing in God on a scale, say 1 to 10, 10 being murder? That's probably one of the worst things you could do, up with all that horrible shit that fucking crazy people do, and a white lie. Where would you say not believing sits in the scale?
Well, that comes down to the ultimate sin, which is pride, which is saying, God, I don't care what you say or if you exist, I'm going to follow my own path because I'm a good guy. That is the pride sin. The one that blinds you from making peace with God.
Interesting. Well, look, time's up, but it's been fascinating.
Here's the important thing, though. The reality is life is short. You never know when you might die. You don't want to take the eternal gamble and end up in hell. It's just like this. If you commit a crime and the police catch you, they take you to the judge. If the judge is just, he has to punish you for the crime. And it's the same with God. All the sins you do in your life, you have to answer to God for. Again, light and dark can't be together.
But if I don't believe, I can't just suddenly... I need something that would make me believe, right? Because belief is an idea in your mind. You have no proof.
There's plenty of proof. There's plenty of proof. I can give you an example if you want.
One, and then I'm going to go.
All right. Who built your house?
Your best one. A bricklayer, like a...
Right?
A tradesman.
Someone had a mind, they had a plan, they had the tools, the skills, they put it together. Did the house build itself?
No.
Even if you had all the tools and you put them into... if you put all the parts of the house in a box and you shook it up for 1,000,000 years, would it come out of the house?
Yeah, but that's different to the idea of the Big Bang. You're saying there's a creator and everything must have a creator, but that's not necessarily true.
Well, let me keep going with the analogy. Look at your finger. You have fingerprints. Only you in the entire world of all humans of all time have those fingerprints. Your voice, the same. Yeah. Your DNA, the same. You can see, you can hear, you can taste. Your body works together. You have a mind. It all works together in coordination. You are far more complex than the building that you live in, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I've heard this before. But my point is, you're saying there's a creator. And I'm saying the Big Bang, the theory of the Big Bang, and how humans evolved, doesn't follow the ideology of a creator that made them.
So, have you ever heard the counterpoints to the Big Bang?
No.
So the Big Bang, there's a couple problems with it. Number one is always the first cause.
Yeah.
You have to have a first cause to cause and start the Big Bang. It doesn't just happen by itself. It's like dominoes. When you lay them side by side, you got to push the first domino over to hit the second one. It doesn't just fall by itself. The second problem, of course, is something from nothing. You have to... where does the energy come from? Why is it even there? The third problem...
But the same way you can't fathom how that happened, how the Big Bang happened due to atmospheric pressure or whatever the fuck it was, I can't fathom that there's a God.
I can. I'll give you an analogy, but I'm just starting with the weaknesses of Big Bang. Here's the Big Bang. Here's the third problem. You cannot get life from non-life. You don't get consciousness from non-consciousness. You can't talk to a fire or a lightning bolt. It's just pure energy. There's a vast, vast difference between energy and a single-celled organism. A huge gap. A huge gap that has never been recorded or observed or reproduced. That is a huge problem.
But then the same with God. There's never been any proof, never been any evidence that can back it scientifically.
So here's the difference.
We're both of our own beliefs, and they have beyond it which we can't prove. Right?
Here's the difference.
We don't know the answers to.
Here's the difference with the God view. So basically in the Bible, it says, in the beginning, that's time. God, that's the creator. Created, that's the first cause. Heavens, that's space. And earth, that's matter. So something outside of time, space, and matter created time, space, and matter. God is not a physical, material being. He's a spirit, the ultimate spirit. He's outside of time, space, and matter. It does not apply to him because he is the creator of it. We are inside of time, space, and matter, so we always try to describe the galaxy by those terms. You see the difference? We are inside the box, and we try to describe the box from the inside. God is outside of the box. That box is time, space, and matter. He's outside of it. It doesn't apply to him.
Isn't the universe the same as God?
The universe is separate from God, not the same. That's pantheism. Because God cannot create himself. That's illogical.
No, it doesn't matter. But look, I'm going to go. It was fascinating.
You sound like a smart guy. Do you read books?
No, I don't actually. I'm not much of a reader. Never been a big reader.
There's a book out there. It's called One Heartbeat Away by Mark Cahill. I can send it to you if you want. It might be worth your time.
No, I'll look out. I'll look out. Appreciate that.
One Heartbeat Away, PDF. Check it out, bro.
Alright. I will, man. Thanks,
remember, God loves you, if anything.
I appreciate that.
See ya.